Today we need to talk about MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA. I'm probably pronouncing her last name wrong, and it doesn't matter. MIKAYLA NOGUEIRA is more so just known as MIKAYLA on TikTok. She is a TikToker in the beauty makeup genre, and she quite quickly rose to fame during the pandemic in 2020, and she grew to over 2.8 million followers on TikTok in just under 8 months, which is pretty crazy, and now she has over 14 million, I believe. Those are insane numbers. If you couldn't tell by her voice, MIKAYLA is from Massachusetts. She was raised in the town of East Freetown, and she went to Bryant University, graduating in 2020 with a bachelor's degree in communications. One thing that I think that people kind of overlook at times is that MIKAYLA is only 24 years old. So that means that she became famous at like 21 and 22. Now in my deep dive videos, especially when it comes to my unethical influencer series, I do like to approach every situation and every unethical influencer that I do highlight on my channel. I try to be unbiased, is what I'm trying to say. Even if I'm not a fan of them. Most people I do videos on, I'm not a fan of, but I'm gonna be logical and not just be, for lack of a better phrase, a hate. Okay? I'm not gonna have cheating crackers syndrome, which is where everything that someone does you don't like and you tear apart and you hate. And I like to give credit where credit is due. Quick little disclaimers because I always have to do this. I'm not jealous. I don't care. I don't want to be this person. No, thank you. I like the commentary genre. That's what this is. This is not defamation, slander, bullying, anything like that. If you think it is, you're delusional, and that's okay. The best of us are. Also, I'm drinking a dragon fruit refresher from Starbucks out of this cup because like it's more professional than drinking out of like my big Starbucks cup. So if I get a dragon fruit seed in my teeth during this video and I don't have a mirror next to me, so I don't know, that's none of your business, okay? Thank you. All right, now let's go over a couple of things about MIKAYLA, and it's going to get us to the more recent controversy that she has been involved in. At least on my radar, it seems like one of the first things that MIKAYLA was exposed for. And again, I'm really laying all of this out just so that you can get a full picture of her, and I think that really is important. Past behavior, even if you apologized for it, even if you held yourself accountable, whatever, even if you change those actions, I think that is still relevant, especially if you're still doing the same, you know, and haven't necessarily changed those actions. She was called out for, quote, sounding different when she did interviews and when she was like on other people's social medias and in certain videos, maybe like sponsored ones, things like that, opposed to her like very heavy Boston accent or masshole accent, whatever you want to call it. And she had justified that by saying like, no, I'm not putting on my like actual accent, because people were saying that she was doing that to get more attention, which is like, how'd you fake that accent? No offense to any of my Boston people. I feel like y'all know you have one of the most unfortunate accents. I love you. It's okay. It's fine. And I can definitely understand that like when you do have an accent, it does come out more. For instance, if y'all heard my father talk, he has a very, I don't want to say heavy Southern drawl, but his is a little bit more heavy. And then, you know, when I drink, which I'm pregnant, so I'm not drinking, but when I drink or when I get a little bit spicier, a little bit mad, a little bit hyped up, my Southern accent does come out more. I think that's like kind of normal. But people were calling her out saying like, oh, well, you're faking this accent, your Boston accent, to try to be more like polarizing on TikTok, which a lot of times people can do to try to garner views. For instance, that Madison, what's her face girl on TikTok, who just slathers foundation all over her face. Do I really think that's how she does her makeup every day? No, I don't. But do I think that it gets her views and it's like that shock value? Yes. So that's kind of what people were thinking that MIKAYLA was doing with her accent. And she came out and said, she's like, no, basically saying that she has like her like on camera voice. I don't want to call it like her stage voice, but, or like her radio voice, things like that, rather than her like real voice. And I can definitely say that being on camera, Tony even says, like, I have my like on camera voice and then I have like my normal voice. I don't notice it. I don't notice that there's a change at all, but apparently there is. So kind of like your customer service voice or your phone voice, your sales voice, things like that. Maybe it's just because I am not from Boston, not from Massachusetts, so I don't know, but there are even a lot of people who have said that they are from that same area or like have talked to her in person and her accent is not that strong and that like she does play it up for her videos. I don't know. Do I know? I don't know. I don't know her personally. That does seem weird though. Maybe she doesn't do it intentionally. Anyways, that's the real first thing here. And then the second thing that I wanted to touch on too is that after that, one of the, again, first things that kind of came about with her is that after she became famous, basically, a lot of comments that were not really nice that she had left on Jaclyn Hill's Instagram posts. Very popular Instagram personality, beauty YouTuber, all that, whatever. So MIKAYLA had been leaving comments on Jaclyn Hill's posts in like 2018, 2019, before she really blew up, commenting things like yikes, or like I don't like the man bun, or saying things about how allegedly Jaclyn Hill was like with her now fiance Jordan while she was like still getting divorced from her husband, which I can confirm is absolute and not true at all. Just like petty and like bitter things like, oh wow, must be nice to be so rich from just filming videos. And it's like, how jealous are you? Calm down. Now, one thing I do want to say, because I have experience with this as well, let me tell you, and yeah, I'm about to show my own, which not like really, don't worry, but I am an open book when it comes to this, because I was also a little jealous butthole. Did I just censor an already censored word? I did. And I put I don't want to say like the most egregious things. They weren't that mean, but like I was talking about Jaclyn Hill on her Guru Gossip page, and I was being an a-hole. Why? Because I was miserable at that point in my life, and that was my outlet to let go of all those feelings. And I was jealous. Yeah, for sure. And then I realized, oh my God, what am I doing? Like, this person's never done anything to me. I'm just being a jealous a-hole, and I'm miserable, and I need to get out of this negative space. It sucks. It's rude. Take accountability. Apologize for it. We grow, we learn, we move on. Okay. And then MIKAYLA has even said that she has talked to Jaclyn and apologized for those things. It's in the past, whatever. That's okay. But one thing I do think is interesting is that there's a repeating of events, a cycle of events that's happening here. And then one thing that also got Kayla really on the map, or more so exposed to people that normally wouldn't see her content, let's say, was when she responded to a comment of someone saying, like, try having a real job, or like get a 9-to-5 or something like that. Basically the comments that a lot of influencers get. And listen, I am also a full-time content creator, obviously not at her level, but I mean, obviously I don't have as big of a following, so that's clear, right? Now, with being an influencer, I don't want to say it's necessarily like easy work. I mean, it can be, yes. So yes, I would say that my job is easy, or being an influencer is easy. I wouldn't say it's hard work at times. I'd say it's a lot of work and a lot of time, and the lack of work-life balance and like the emotional strain, and how it's really hard to like get away from it. And just, I mean, think about it. If I was, let's say working in like an admin position in an office, or like a medical records position, or, medical sales, anything like that, with those types of jobs, or with traditional jobs, you're not having hundreds of thousands of people comment on the quality of your work, or like you personally, or come up to your cubicle and call you fat, right? That'd be awful. Like behind a mask, because it's, anonymous, because it's the internet. So those type of things obviously suck, but it comes with the territory. So whatever. I think it's important for influencers to understand that. And obviously, I mean, if you're putting out a load of content and putting out good content, your audience knows that like you are hardworking and you're not just lazy. Like if you're like showing them like the behind the scenes, you're like, oh, I have to do this today, blah, blah, and like you're a grateful person. I mean, I'm thanking my subscribers every single day. We're super close to 100,000 subscribers. Please subscribe, consider that. Engagement helps as well. If you comment on this video, it helps push it out to more people. It helps push out my Unethical Influencers series as well. So please, please, please do that. Thank you. I appreciate you. So when she posted that video saying this, let's roll the clip.
I'm feeling like a fucking asshole today. So I'm gonna clap back at people because I'm tired. I'm so tired. Every single day, I get up at 6 a.m. I spend about 5 to 6 hours filming video content that ranges from 3 to 4 videos, and then I spend a few hours editing that video content. Then I have to work on my other social media profiles, whatever it may be, Instagram, whatever. It's fucking marketing. Then I'm in meetings from 12 to 5. I literally just finished working. It's 5:19. Try being an influencer for a day. Try it. Because the people who say it's easy are so far out of their minds, try it for a day. It is not for everybody. In fact, it's for a very small handful of people who can actually do this job. Because it's absolutely fucking insane.
How cringy is that video? Try being an influencer for a day. I bet you can't. It's 5:19 and I've stopped working now. Okay, you're also at home and making a ton of money. Like, you also do have time freedom, as as the pyramid scheme girlies try to promote and say. Like, you do have that. Like, I did a live stream this morning. I know that I have to stop working at 3 p.m. today, and I didn't did I work yesterday? No, I didn't work yesterday. I was able to take off the day because we had to do a bunch of stuff and my husband was off working. I'm not going to work at all this weekend and, but then again, I'm going to work later tonight. So like you have that time freedom. You really do. I mean, you do get to set your own hours, kind of like your own deadlines as well and all that. So it's just really frustrating when she says stuff like that. And then I don't want to say it makes other influencers or YouTubers or TikTokers, social media people like look bad, because anyone who's logical understands that like just because one person doesn't mean the same person with the same type of job as let's be logical here and not completely irrational, but it kind of does. And I know for a fact that that's why allegedly influencers who have talked to me and responded to me putting up that I was going to have her be the next subject of my Unethical Influencers series were like, please put her on blast. Small and big influencers, please put her on blast. I cannot wait. Like, she makes a bunch of us look bad. I'm so sick of, I really tried to like her. I'm so sick of her, not abiding by FTC standards. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, she's going to be fined so much money. So that video was real cringe. She got a lot of hate for that, a lot of backlash. And I don't want to say like that's warranted, because getting constructive criticism, yes, that's 100% warranted, especially for a video like that. Like, yikes. As she used to post on Jaclyn Hill's posts, yikes. Ugh, not a good look, girl. I can understand from, maybe not making a statement right away, maybe taking a little bit of a break. And she did make a video saying like, eventually, you're right, that was cringe, or like that was embarrassing, and she even like made fun of herself. That's good, that's great, love that. Like, self-deprecating, love that. And when you become essentially famous so fast, it has a learning experience, and it sometimes can show not the best qualities of people as well. It can really show you that some real not great people, not people with the best morals, and not the people who make the best choices, and essentially groomers, can become famous. Talking about James Charles. So apparently she took a break after that, and like I said, I get it, that's understandable. Getting hit with a lot of hate and all that can be overwhelming. But I think an issue with MIKAYLA, and again, all of these videos I do are opinion pieces. I'm showing you words that come out of their own mouths and then just break that down. But I think that it is really important to understand that there's a clear difference between constructive feedback. I don't like to say criticism because that has a negative connotation, so I say constructive feedback instead. But getting constructive feedback from people being like, hey, this video is really out of touch, or like, this is yikes, or this is cringe. I don't think that's mean. I think that's people being like, girl, this makes you look really out of touch, ungrateful, and just like, this is not a good video to post. Or people saying things like, hey, it's not enough to just put LOreal partner on a video. Within the first line of the caption, within the first hashtag, you're technically supposed to put hashtag ad and then your caption, but you can't just put brand partner or whatever. You have to put hashtag ad on those types of videos, and she doesn't always do that. Even with affiliate links, y'all see on my Instagram, whenever I post an affiliate link, it will literally say on the little sticker on Instagram, you can like change the name of it, and I put affiliate link, or I'll put like click here to shop, and then under it will say in very clear writing that does stand out, so you can see it. I might make it a little bit smaller, but not too small, because I need you to see it, because I need to be FTC compliant. It will say affiliate link or affiliated link or something like that, right? It's literally not that hard, and it's really frustrating that a lot of huge influencers just completely disregard it, and in my opinion, that's pretty deceiving towards their followers, and that sucks. For instance, at the beginning of this video is sponsored, right? I have a little ad read in it, and I specifically say in there, this is a sponsored video, blah, 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 whatever, right? Thank you to blah, blah, for sponsoring this video, tell you about it, okay, use the code, blah, 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 blah. I also have always clicked the little thing in YouTube Studio where it says exactly like, includes paid promotion. You'll see that on the screen as well. And then in my description box, it also says it, one of the top lines, and then at the bottom as well in my FTC disclaimer. So like, there's multiple things that you have to do, and a lot of times she's not doing it, and it's really frustrating. There are a lot of influencers who don't, and it's so frustrating. And there's nothing wrong with monetizing your social media. There's nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income, unless it's a pyramid scheme or multi-level marketing company. But there's nothing wrong with doing sponsored posts. I do sponsored posts. I want to get to the point where I have almost every video being sponsored, especially every deep dive, and I've kind of done well with that. There's nothing wrong with doing affiliate links as long as they are properly disclosed. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But there is a problem when you are lying to your audience, or rather deceiving your audience, that's the same thing, deceiving someone is lying, in order to make a product or a brand that you are sponsored by, that you are being paid by, in order to make that product look better. Now, to circle back to seeing constructive feedback or suggestions or literally anything and everything as hate, this happened more recently as well. Rich Luxu is a drama tea spill channel. There's different subgenres of commentary. He's more of a gossip page, if you will, in my opinion. Now, I don't always agree with all of Rich's methods, his clickbait, things like that. He's been nothing but kind to me. We text and talk and all that. I mean, he's, like I said, been nothing but nice to me. Again, don't always agree with what he's saying, his opinions. And again, that goes for other channels like that I talk to too, just like Peter Mon. Love him to death. He's been nothing but nice to me. I, support his channel as well. Love his channel, watch him all the time. Don't agree with all of his opinions. And that's okay. Rich had shared a TikTok or a video, whatever, from MIKAYLA's, now fiance's, ex-girlfriend who he met in treatment, rehab, whatever you want to call it. I'd call it treatment because I was in treatment for a while. The ex-girlfriend had on there that said something along, it was a picture of her and Cody, and it said something along the lines of like, when your ex-boyfriend is now dating someone TikTok famous. Rich said nothing about them negatively, basically. He was just like, oh my gosh, look, she just posted this. Is she gonna spill the tea? She has the tea. And, just kept like dragging it out and going on and not saying anything negative at all. Arguably, I feel like you can't even argue that. Not saying anything negative at all. So I'll show that right now. And then we're going to see MIKAYLA's response to that.
MIKAYLA and Cody is MIKAYLA's lover because Cody's ex made a TikTok. Okay, you ready? You ready? Leave a like, leave a comment. Here we go. Cody's ex enters the chat. And she put right here, when your ex starts dating someone TikTok famous. Oh my God, make sure you follow me because I'm TikTok famous too now. Let me know what you think about that drama. Do you think she's going to spill some tea? You think she's gonna spill some tea on what Cody's really like? If Cody calls her in the middle of the night, MIKAYLA, let me tell you about what she's doing. The tea girl, right here. She got the tea.
Things. Rich Lux. I now like to call him Rich Sucks because every fucking video he posts about me is inflated and lacks any sort of media literacy and no research and just, you suck, dude. I fucking hate you. Like, you can post about me as much as you want. Like, go for it. I understand you get lots of views, engagement, whatever, by talking about me because I'm a hot fire topic. But, like, don't fucking talk about Cody.
I knew you'd like that.
Cody doesn't even have social media. Cody is a recovering addict. He is going through sobriety and AA. And honestly, the fact that you made a video about him, that's fucking. And I know that you're probably going to post this on your fucking IG and TikTok and whatever. Good. Put this clip in there. Cody does not deserve to be spoken about on social media. I understand that his ex posted a video saying, oh my God, I dated Cody. There is no tea there. That is someone he went through treatment with. He met in treatment. They were both drug addicts. Of course. They've been through some shit together.
Why are we still talking?
Yeah, no. Keep Cody's fucking name out of your mouth. It's just weird in general that you're talking about him. Like, he appears in my videos sometimes. You barely hear him talk in my videos. He's not a social media person. Yes, I put my life online. But, no. We're not going to do that.
Now, to my knowledge, Rich has, or any drama channel for that matter, have never said anything negative about her boyfriend or her fiance, specifically relating to him like having had previous substance abuse issues or being in rehab or anything like that. Now, MIKAYLA herself has made videos about his past, and in my mind, I see it as like them maybe trying to like get ahead of it is smart, in my opinion. I think that is pretty smart. As an influencer, you're blowing up. You have a lot of people who are going to be looking into you, leaving hate comments, whatever, like speculation. I think it is smart to maybe get ahead of something. And especially if you've already had him on your platforms, then he's fair game. And that sucks to say. I get it. But if there's someone or something about your private life that you don't want people to talk about, then don't ever show it on social media. Like, it's really not that hard. And I don't understand why people can't understand that. Actually, Jessie Smiles, being an OG YouTuber in general, but from her podcast with Lily Marsden, their podcast, Do We Know Them? She actually said it perfectly, and I'll play that clip right now so you can hear it straight from her mouth so I don't butcher what she's saying.
So I don't want anyone to misconstrue what I'm about to say and be like, well, Jessie, but that's that, whatever. I'm just telling you how it is. Because there's certain things in this world that you just have to understand that's how the fuck it is. When you give people access to your life online and you are famous online, you are allowing them to have ammunition to hurt you and the people you
They
love.
feel entitled to further information once you open that door.
People know that I have a husband. People know that I have kids. They know certain aspects, right? But they don't know enough about the dynamic of my life or the people in my life or like the vulnerable things about the people in my life that I love. They don't know enough about that to hurt me. So when people like in the drama days, when I would fucking get into drama, people would throw really ridiculous shit out to me like, you're a bad mom. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, you just know I have
Never
kids.
seen anything about me being a mom. Yeah.
Yeah, like literally they just know I have kids. So they're like, you're bad at it. Like, you know, so it feels like they're like throwing shit at a wall and seeing what
I'm
sticks.
just picturing the Sim meme with the burning baby on the ground.
Literally. I've been through a lot online and I've been online for almost a decade now. I understood and I've lived through it where it's like, damn, I let them know that and it fucking bit me in the ass and I shouldn't have done that. And so I'm not here to say that you shouldn't have shared Cody was a recovering addict or you shouldn't have whatever. But if you cannot take that being used as ammunition against you, don't share it. Do not share things that are vulnerable to you, that are untouchable to you. Because what you just said is you do not talk about Cody. Then do not share Cody. If there's one thing people do on the internet, it's scream into the void about anything and everything. So like you're trying to get people whose job it is to scream into the abyss to not talk. And that's not going to happen. So the only thing you could do is say, I'm taking that from you. I'm no longer going to share this part of my life with you. And when I do, it's going to be very particular things that if you hurl that at me, it's not going to fucking hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I even, really battle with the decision to tell my followers that Noah was autistic, my son, because I'm like, that will hurt. If someone fucking comes at me and says some shit about him being autistic, I'm going to lose my mind. But I decided, I have a really good relationship with my audience. I know that a lot of my followers are going through the same thing, and I feel like it's going to help more than it's going to hurt. So if it helps people more than it hurts me, then that's fine. And I kind of battled with that. But you got to do that with everything you share. And I don't think she's gotten that yet. And she's very in her beginner influencer stage. And it's like, girlfriend, stop talking.
So my thought process is, how can she come on here and be like, don't ever talk about him? You show him on your Instagram. You show him on your TikTok. Like he's been in videos that you've made. So yeah, people are going to talk about him. That's it. Also, why are you mad at Rich? Maybe you should send a cease and desist or have the ex-girlfriend sign an NDA or something. Maybe you should do that instead of the person who's really just the messenger in this instance. And again, do I agree with everything that Rich Lux says or does? No. But also, one thing that I did notice that he had been talking about a lot was that she allegedly, I think she does, but that she allegedly uses a lot of filters in her pictures and on her TikTok. Now, TikTok itself does lower the quality of videos. That is very well known. And if you want to follow someone who actually is very ethical, I love him so much. He's so funny, so nice, does great product reviews, is very honest, and it's just hilarious. And I love him when it comes to makeup, when it comes to anything, but when it comes to makeup, is Robert Welsh of the Welsh twins. He's the best. He actually talks about this a lot. It's a very common theme in his videos, and especially when he's reviewing TikTok content, because that's what he does a lot. He's a professional makeup artist. He reviews those types of videos. So he'll talk about how people will use filters over product reviews, or when they're promoting a product, using filters over it. That's so unethical. That's so dumb. And it's just very misleading, and it's not okay. But then also what he talks about is the fact that people will put lower quality videos on TikTok, but then TikTok itself, like I said, already lowers that quality anyways. But it's just really not a great place to see what a product actually performs like. And I think that's important to understand. There have been a few of her videos where you can, people have paused it and gone back, and you can actually see where a alleged filter is glitching. Because if you move your face too much, you'll see pores and then you won't see pores, or it's just wild. And then also on the Reddit, she's all over the Reddit page, or pictures of her have been posted all over the Reddit page, Instagram versus reality. That's one of my favorite Reddit pages. And listen, I even talked about it in a live stream this morning. I've admitted to editing my pictures, whether it's the color grading or, the brightness, the sharpness, things like that, putting a filter on it in regards to color. But then also if I'm hunched over or part of my outfit's messed up, or, you can see my bra or my Spanx or Skims or whatever, because I'm posing weird, or, my lash is lifting up and it's a close-up picture or something. Of course, I'll fix that. But I feel it's not only unethical, but not okay for your own mental health for you to edit your body and your face to look different. That's not okay. Not only that, But it is extra not okay when you are a beauty influencer, a makeup influencer on social media whose job it is, who gets paid millions of dollars to promote certain products, and then you're using apps like FaceApp to not completely change your face, but to make your face look better. That's not okay. And in my opinion, I do think that she uses that. And yes, you can make yourself look better with lighting. You can make yourself look better by posing. Give me good lighting. I am a master at posing. A good pose, a good outfit, 2 pairs of Skims. I won't even look pregnant. Okay. So I think it's important to understand that as well. But I'm not talking about her body. I don't care about her body. I think she's adorable. She's super short. I love it. I love how short she is. And I think she's a beautiful girl. However, in her pictures, a lot of the times, I feel like she has like the FaceApp face, you know? And it has been compared to her videos. And of course, people are going to look different when you're smiling with your teeth, your cheeks look bigger, or maybe you're just smizing, or, you know, there's a certain angle you look better at. I get it. However, with your face, like your chin doesn't get just longer and your face just gets skinnier. Like that's not how that works. Your pores don't just magically go away. It's not how that works. So I think that's important to understand too. And I do think that's another unethical aspect of MIKAYLA. She has said that she doesn't do this and doesn't do this and doesn't do this. But in my opinion, I think she has lied before. So why would I trust her when it comes to this at all? So before we get to the most recent drama, this one is a little bit more, actually, yeah, this one's pretty recent too. And it's giving lying about sponsored posts. So MIKAYLA has been pretty open talking about body dysmorphia. I love that. And hearing her talk about it, like I can see why people really do relate to her, because at times when she does talk about it, I'm like, damn, I feel you. I definitely feel you. Like, you know, I'm recovered from an eating disorder as well. So I get it, man. It sucks. I wish her the best with that. I wish her the best with everything, obviously, but like, I wish her heart and her mind the best and a healthy and happy life. Having said that, there was a TikTok video where she was talking about how she wasn't excited for going to try on dresses, wedding dresses. She's wedding dress shopping right now. And she had said in it that she was so nervous about it and just like wanted to get it over with, pick a place, goodbye, like not spend much time on it. So she said that she just Googled it, bridal salons near me, wedding dress shops near me, didn't do any research, picked it, goodbye, that's it. So then she posted a TikTok later on saying that she picked this certain place. It might have been a different place, but it didn't seem like it. It seemed like she was getting ready, and then that same day, and then like the video that she posted later on was like from that same day, right? And she had specifically said like, oh, I just want to thank the person at this place. I picked this place specifically because they have a lot of this style dress and blah, blah. It's like, but you just said that you picked it super quickly and you didn't look up anything about it. And it's just these little like white lies that literally don't matter. So it's like, why are you lying? But again, people will sometimes bring up like sad things to maybe like garner sympathy. And there are people who will throw in details here and there that seem like they just don't really matter, but it adds to the story. And it's called sad fishing, you know, making people feel bad for you, kind of playing the victim in a way. And I do think that she does that to a degree. For instance, with the video regarding her response to Rich Lux, where she said, Cody's a drug addict, don't talk about him. And it's like him having a past, having a past done, like anyone's past, doesn't mean that people can't talk about them or mean that people can't have an opinion on them. Like, are you saying like, don't talk about him because like it might affect him differently and he might relapse? Or like, are you just saying like, he's been through some shit, don't talk about him? Like, what does that mean, MIKAYLA? Because it doesn't make sense. Or also like, she then also said like, you know, he went to rehab, he had, you know, a history with drugs, whatever, recovering drug addict, he's the best person. And it's like, well, those two things, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I went to treatment too. Am I the best person in the world? Probably not. There's probably better out there. Definitely people that are better than me and nicer than me. Being in recovery and being sober doesn't mean you're good. I know some really people that are sober and who are recovering from whatever. So I think she was doing some sad fishing there. And then again, adding in like little details she contradicts herself on later is also, in my opinion, like adds to the sad fishing and adds to like the story there as well. And again, it could have been a completely different day. Could have been a completely different bridal salon she went to that day. I don't know, but it seemed like it was the same one. Also, that specific post seemed like a sponsored post of the, like, for the bridal salon. And there are definitely like reels and, you know, Instagram stories that I will make look like very aesthetically pleasing and like try really hard on for maybe a brand, a restaurant, a product, whatever, that like I really like. And a lot of times that's how you get their attention, then they want to work with you later. She's at that level of fame and success that she doesn't need to do that. you smell what I'm stepping in. So like that's kind of why like right away when I saw like the slow pans of the jewelry and like her standing under like the greenery with the name and saying like how many styles of whatever they have, and when I was watching it I was like, that looks like a sponsored post. Like, what are you doing? Like, maybe they, you know, like closed it for just her appointment, or maybe she got like a certain amount off, or maybe she got a free wedding dress. Like, who knows? Or a certain % off. Like, that place is, I mean, they got a lot of exposure. It's a free commercial for them. Like, they got a lot of exposure from her from TikTok for that. Or maybe they paid her. Who knows? But not disclosing that it's a partnership, that it's an ad, or that something was gifted, or that something's PR is unethical. It's just frustrating that she doesn't do that when it's literally your job, and as an influencer with that many followers and who makes that much money on it, you should know. And you can say all day long, well, you should. I had someone comment the other day on a video who was like, you should just tell them, like, don't snitch on them. And it's like, no. That's literally part of your job, to be in compliance with the FTC. Like, there are multiple places on TikTok and on every social media app that say that you have to, like, if you put like partner or gifted, or literally if you type out sponsored on an Instagram story, like sometimes I'll put like not sponsored, but I'd love to be, because of course I'd love to be. If I put that on there, Instagram it'll pop up before I post it and it'll say like, this looks like a sponsored post, is it? And you either click yes or no, and so that it can put like, or whatever, tell you how to be compliant. Like, it's literally not that hard to be compliant. It's like 5 extra seconds, and the fact that it's like the laziness that you don't is very frustrating, especially to people like me who their entire channel revolves around stuff like this and compliance and being ethical and all that. So, and it happens that sometimes we forget. That's very frustrating. Now, let's get to, finally, the most recent shenanigans that I really think all of these other instances, all these other situations over the past 2.5, 3 years, that's really just like the baseline. And then this, I think, shows what type of influencer and what type of person she is, right? MIKAYLA posted this video.
This literally just changed my life. This looks like false this is how? What? It's this LOreal telescopic lift. Look at the wand. Okay, so basically I'm taking the curved side and I'm going root to tip, and I'm satin to coat the lashes. And then once you've done that, you flip the brush to the side and you use the hook comb to basically separate. This is one coat. Okay, I'm gonna add a second. Look at the length. Do you see that? I am speechless, and I'm not sure anyone's gonna ever be able to compete with this mascara.
So a lot of people are mad, rightfully so, saying and commenting on the video and calling her out and being like, are you not wearing lashes at the end of that? Like, what are you doing? And if you know anything about anything and have had a TV or watched a commercial in the last however many years, you know that mascara commercials always use lashes in their advertising. It is so frustrating. I hate it so much. Now, there are lashes that you can wear that like kind of do, as long as you're like putting on like maybe 3 coats of mascara, can look like natural lashes. For instance, the Kiss like individual ones, those can really look natural. Mascara is going to possibly make them look longer, make them look thicker. It's not going to grow more lashes. Not possible. Absolutely not possible. It may give you the appearance of longer, thicker lashes. It's not going to give you more lashes. Absolutely not possible. So she claims that, oh my gosh, no, it's just because this mascara is so bomb. Multiple other people, like Brett Minrock, love him so much. He did like a before and after, and he like zoomed in and showed you. And yeah, the mascara looks good. I love L'Oreal products. I mean, if you watch my channel, you know Maybelline products, L'Oreal products are some of my favorite products. And then I absolutely love Kiss lashes. I love Ardell lashes. I love drugstore makeup, okay? Putting lashes on is so deceptive, and she has denied it in the comments so much. And there are other influencers who are really annoyed about it. Now there's Jeffree Star, who inserts himself in everything, let's be honest. But I will say, I mean, Jeffree, I may not agree with everything he does. Love the yaks, love that journey for him, love that so much. He's annoying sometimes, obviously, I mean, clearly. But he is someone who will many times be brutally honest about products, if he likes them, if he doesn't, whatever. Seems to, yeah, give good reviews of products. And it seems like he's since he's done that more on TikTok now instead of YouTube, it seems like people on TikTok do trust, from what I've seen, do trust his reviews, and so have kind of been like comparing the two. Now, he came out and subtweeted her basically, allegedly, saying this, like, looks like I gotta come back and start reviewing products a lot more because people are lying. And then one thing that was a lot more shocking to a lot of people was Kathleen Lights, who is another OG YouTuber beauty makeup person. Love her. She, without mentioning Mikayla's name, said this.
I feel like I'm gonna regret posting this because I love my peers, I love the beauty community, and I stay out of drama. I don't want to talk shit about anybody, like, at all. But I was just stretching after my workout, and I was on TikTok, and I saw like a big influencer who like I respect, and like she's awesome, and I like her TikToks a lot. But I just saw a sponsored post. I'm like shaking because I'm so shocked. I saw her do a sponsored post, which that doesn't matter, because whatever, sponsorships are awesome. I do them all the time. But it was about a mascara. And when she shows like the finished product of the second coat, she's like wearing Ardell Demi Wispies or something. Like there's falsies there. Like it's very clear. It's very, very clear. But she's saying that they're not falsies, it's just the mascara. I'm just like, damn. That really sucks. Like for the rest of us who are so honest, that really sucks. Kind of disappointed me, but what can you do?
And she doesn't, really get involved in drama or anything like that. And so I think it is interesting that she did say this and speaks volumes. And also, like I said before, the amount of people that I had in my DMs, big influencers, smaller ones as well, but ones that are respected, who were like, ugh, big yikes, that's not good. What the hell? Like, what are you doing? Clearly that's a lash. Like, you can see the band. Why would you do that? And then also I saw on, I believe it was Spill Sesh and T-Spill. I'll have their videos linked down below. And then also a few other ones that I liked too. I'll have those linked down below as well about the situation. But both of them also shared this other video that Mikayla posted, I believe a year or two ago, where she basically said, like, it's wrong to do this. It's wrong to say that a lash is like the product of a mascara. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
With this mascara is absolutely incredible. It truly did a phenomenal job. I mean, literally, just look at the difference. So I just lied straight to your face, and you probably believed it. These lashes, totally fake. And that's what brands do. They lie to you about how things work. Would you have known these were false lashes? Maybe not. You're someone who doesn't have a lot of lashes, doesn't know how to apply lashes, or just wants a little lash lift, this video is for you. Out the gate, let's start by applying 2 coats of your favorite mascara. We want to achieve the fuller lash look. We're going to use the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Lash Extension. They're super affordable, you get a ton of them. This is the current one I'm using, this is so easy to do. You need a strip lash glue. I'm going to take one of these lash pieces and get some glue on it. You don't got to let it dry, give it a quick blow. Literally gonna take the piece and just lay it right on your lashes.
So it's just really interesting that, like, she knows it's wrong to do that. Mostly everyone knows it's wrong to do that, but then is still defending it, still posted it. And also in that video, that's a sponsorship. That's an ad. She is a L'Oreal partner. She is 1,000,000%. She's been to L'Oreal events. They've had her product launches for her, or PR events, whatever, meetups, things like that. I mean, they've had her like speak at events and stuff, which is great for her. And again, there's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, there are a few brands that if I had the chance to do that with Maybelline, you bet your perfectly shaped little round tuchus that I would do that. Yeah. First thing you would see, the first 3 characters would be hashtag capital A-D. And then later on you would see Maybelline partner, hashtag sponsored, hashtag affiliate, hashtag FTC compliant. So it's just really frustrating that she did that. And it's like, you're a TikToker. Like you're pretty okay at editing your videos. Like, you know where to put certain text to where it may be covered up by like your username or your caption or whatever. Like if you do reels, if you do a TikTok, like, you know where to put certain things. So the fact that she put like Maybelline or L'Oreal partner down here, like, that's not okay. Also, that's just not adequate. It doesn't say ad anywhere on it. And a lot of times what people will do is they'll make the hashtag ad like the same color as like the background, or like the same color as like their black shirt, and like have it right here, or like their skin. It's like, oh, I'm still compliant because it's on there. No, that doesn't count. The FTC will still get you. Or putting it in like the top corner where you have to hold it down so that like their name and like the lines disappear and then you can see it. Like it has to be visible. I don't know why people think like that it's okay to do that or like that it's not okay or like distasteful to post ads. It's not. Your audience should know and be smart enough and logical enough that like, yeah, if I want to see this person's content, they need to be able to post ads because a lot of things get demonetized. TikTokers don't make hardly any money unless they have ads or brand partnerships or anything like that because the monetization aspect of TikTok is absolutely garbage. So trash, so bad. But there are people like LOreal and Manny MUA who have a lot of views on TikTok, especially Laura. I mean, she's posted a TikTok a day for like 3 or 4 years now, like even back when it was like Musically or whatever. And she's been monetized almost the entire time. And she even showed on her podcast, Full Coverage with Manny. She was like, look, I've made $4,000 the entire time on TikTok. But that's just from the money from the app, not sponsorships or anything, which I'm pretty sure she has done. I mean, that's okay. That's normal as long as it's disclosed correctly. So in my opinion, I do think she's an unethical influencer. I think that she needs to like take a class with the FTC or something or read over their compliance guidelines because that's extra crappy. And then even in one of her comments and replies to someone, she was like, no, L'Oreal would never approve that. And it's like, well, what if they don't know? Because they don't see the uncut version. They see what you posted. Like you submit the video to them, whether it's through like Google Drive or whatever, sending them like the unlisted link. I mean, that's how it works on YouTube, at least. That's what most people want is the unlisted link. You send that draft to them and then they email you back and it's like, yeah, good. Or like, yeah, change this. How would they know if it was actually like a lash on there? I mean, it's so fast, you can hardly tell. A lot of people probably didn't clock it. But in my opinion, yeah, that's 100% a lash. A clipped one, the individuals, something, but it 1,000,000% looks like lashes. It does really seem though like she denies a lot of things. I really think that it's, and not to be dramatic, but I really do think that it's disrespectful of her to do that to her audience. And I think it just shows if you're willing to lie to your audience regarding a product that you're being paid to talk about, basically what you're saying to them is that money is more important than your honesty to them. And I think it's a little bit different than when you have like long form content where the ad is like a little bit, right? It's like 2.5 minutes of a long video, right? That's like a commercial break, right? You know, like my content or a podcast or, you know, things like that, like long form content. And I'm not saying like it's okay to lie about that or using the products or anything like that, but I think those types of ad reads and sponsorships are a little bit more like disconnected, I guess is a good way to put it, rather than a TikToker who's making a full dedicated review, as you would call it, of this product while not disclosing properly that it is a sponsored post, allegedly lying about the results of the product. And that's your whole video. That's not good. Please don't do that. Potentially not disclosing that the products are sent to you. Like there have been a few that she's posted where she's like, I had to go run out and get this. And it's like, girl, you know you're on the PR for that. Like, you know, you already got that like right before it launched or when it did launch. Like there's no harm in saying this was sent to me or like this was sent over or like this product was gifted. Like there's no harm in doing that. It doesn't make you less relatable. It doesn't make you out of touch or anything like that. It makes you honest and ethical. And that's a lot more respectable than just lying. So I don't know whether it's that she needs a PR person or to, I don't know, grow up a little, be more professional within this industry, but she's got to do something, especially to earn back the trust of a lot of her peers and I'd say a good amount of her audience as well. As of filming this, she hasn't talked about it. I personally have her blocked on TikTok just because I think she's really annoying and I don't want to see her content. I have a lot of people blocked on TikTok for that reason. Maybe I'll make a video about the people I have blocked on TikTok because I don't want to see their content. Same with the Madison girl who slathers stuff all over her face. I don't want to see that either. So I blocked her too. It's fine. It's okay. I just don't want to see it and it just kept popping up and I don't like that. Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is just my opinion. It's okay. We can have differing opinions. That's fine. I don't hate this person. I wish the best for them. I want them to be ethical. I'm not the most ethical human in the world. I get it. I don't have a monopoly on that. I'm not gatekeeping it. I hate that I even feel like I have to give a bunch of disclaimers, but typically I get a lot more new people to my channel when I post these types of unethical influencer videos. All right. So remember to stay spicy. That does not say stay sploy. Remember to stay spicy. That means stay assertive, keep up those boundaries, be yourself. Remember how valuable you are. Your feelings are valid. Okay. Okay. And on the opposite end of that spectrum, it's not that deep. It's okay. Before you blow up about something or let something consume your feelings, your energy, your time, your life, just think. Stop and think. Take a breath, baby girl, or boy, or gentle them, whoever. Take a second and say, do I really care about this? Before you leave like a hate comment or like before you just do anything, be like, do I really care about this? Am I really mad? What's going on? Am I okay? And then realistically, you don't really care about it. So just go about your day. It's fine. It's okay. And you could be like, well, Chelsea, you made a whole video about this. You must care. Listen, when I press end record and send this over to my editor, it doesn't take up any more time in my life. Also, this is my job. It's a little bit different. All right. So I will see you in my next video. I hope you're having an amazing week, rest of your week. Hopefully I'm able to post those like Monday or Tuesday. Anyways, you're great. I love you. Okay, bye.